My name is Marta. I am 15 years old, and I am here to embrace the role of young people. It frustrates me so much how nowadays talking about young people is mainly associated with partying, drinking, screens, video games. Most messages associated with us, youngsters, are negative. And that's not even the worst of it. The fact that society has accepted this as a teenager's role is what worries me the most. As if this is what regular teenagers are meant to do. This is why I'm here today. I want to step forward and speak up for the many boys and girls who are not like that. Because I believe that we, as young people, must change the way in which the rest of the world perceives us. We must cooperate, band together, and make our voices be heard. Only then society will see how natural it is for people our age to have their own concerns and ideas. Only then they will realize that we have the potential to make a significant impact in our society. We, as young people, have so much to offer. We're passionate, enthusiastic, brave, we see no limits, and know that we can make a difference and achieve our goals. But the unusual times that the media mentions young people in a positive aspect, it appears to be to highlight the exceptions. How Malala risked her life to face the Taliban, Greta Thunberg's speech at the Climate Change Summit. It is wonderful that there are Gretas and Malalas in the world, and we find them so inspiring. Yet, changes are also made possible by a lot of small actions that are unintended to receive any media attention. Small actions that are carried out by anonymous young people. I would like to give you a few examples from my own experience. When I was younger, a missionary I know told me about a project in Uganda to give a glass of milk a day to students there. Students were tired and hungry, making it so difficult for them to concentrate in class. This missionary wanted to buy 3 cows in order to provide fresh milk to the students on a daily basis. My first social project was born from that spark. And with just an idea, a photo, and some tweezers painted as cows, I saw how many people joined to buy the cow and guarantee that those students could receive some breakfast before entering the school. This didn't only make me happy, but it also proved the power of mobilization that we can achieve when we set our minds to it. Also, when my mom asked me to clean my closet during lockdown, I noticed how much clothing I had that I didn't wear anymore. And this was the root for my project Clothy, a movement to tune up clothing that we no longer use, while also contributing to recycling and decreasing pollution caused by the fashion industry. What began as a hobby to help me cope with lockdown became much more when relatives and friends saw what I was doing and requested me to tune their clothes as well. Clothy has already helped to give a second life to over 300 pieces of clothing, and Clothy is planning many activities at school so that hundreds of children can also give their clothes a second chance. These examples serve to demonstrate our ability to make a difference and contribute our grain of sand as anonymous young people. However, we still face many obstacles. Let's take the topic of volunteering as an example. Helping others, feeling valuable, and contributing to causes that we believe in are all things that young people appreciate. Many youngsters wish to help with social issues. This summer, I took the plunge and began looking for volunteer work. With all of the issues that occur nowadays, and even more after a pandemic, I imagined that I would find many NGOs that would need people like me. You can imagine my disappointment when I saw how difficult it is to find a volunteer job in Spain when you are under the age of 18. Almost all of them require for you to be of a legal age, and the large majority of them take place during our class schedule. There are so many NGOs that need volunteers, and so many young people willing to help, but there is no simple way to make it happen. Doesn't it look incredible? And at that moment, the activist Marta reappeared, and I've currently teamed up with 4 partners to build HelpUp, an app that connects boys and girls with social concerns with organizations that need volunteers, and it makes it comfortable, simple, and effective by just one click. This is another example of how young people can contribute, how from a personal experience we're able to act and look at it from a creative and inventive point of view. The examples that I have shared with you are that, just examples. Examples of the desire and energy of a 15-year-old girl to help make the world a better place. I'd like to deliver two messages with this talk. The first one is directed to youth. No action is too small. Imagine all what we could do if we joined our talents and energy. Consider what you might be able to accomplish tomorrow, no matter how little, and go for it. I have the feeling that we spend so much time and energy trying to come up with a great big idea, to become a Greta or a Malala, that we forget that there are many other small things that we can do that can have the same impact. Nowadays, schools offer us amazing opportunities to try new things and learn from real-life experiences. We, for example, can participate in workshops, scientific fairs, entrepreneurial programs, coding contests, robotics, debating clubs, and so on. We must take advantage of all these opportunities to learn, practice for real-life situations, and acquire skills that will be useful in the future. It is our momentum to create a positive impact. Momentum means impulse, speed. So the sooner young people have a relevant role in our society, the bigger the impact that we will make in it. The second message is directed to adults. We are not perfect. We have to learn. We make mistakes from time to time. But we only need one thing. We need you to believe in us. We need you to give us a chance and help us in breaking down barriers. Because, in the end, you are the ones who look after us and the planet today. However, we will be the ones to inherit this planet tomorrow. The future will depend on us, and we want to be a part of it right now. I am convinced that those countries who put the most emphasis on their youth will be the ones best positioned to confront the future. Thank you very much.